Brandy is Jordan's side chick who he's been while I was pregnant. She claims she didn't know anything and she would never do anything trifling. Let's talk. Let's talk. First of all, y'all did not start May after my son was born. You started Jordan in February. Well, I was, what would that have been, like 8 months pregnant? And I know when you started him because he hit up somebody that you used to. I won't name because it's a well-known person and I'm not going to throw that person under the bus, but he hit that person up and said, is it cool if I smash you because I know you friends, right? And he said, yeah, it's a side piece, go ahead, do whatever you want. Started an Airbnb that he had rented out as a studio while I was pregnant, since he couldn't play loud music in our apartment, but had you in there getting smashed the whole time. Now bear in mind, while my housekeeper comes to clean this Airbnb for these months, there's nobody in there the whole time but Jordan and his couple of little friends. She cleans every single room, no one's in there, leaves, says goodnight, forgets her vacuum, comes back in, and who's sitting on the couch looking like a ghost? Brandy. You were sitting in there. You were. You, girl, you were in there, hiding from my housekeeper for an hour while she cleaned a whole house that you knew you shouldn't be in. We're a whole man that was living with a whole girlfriend, pregnant with a baby that he asked for. That's the doing. And you knew what was going on. You knew we were together. Or why the were you hiding? Tell me that. Why were you hiding? I know when y'all started talking. Ben knew when y'all started talking. Caught you out there, went off about the tried to do the best thing since I was already pregnant. I kept my pregnancy hidden the whole time. I never wanted to keep my pregnancy hidden the whole time. I thought once I started showing that I would be able to announce it and be happy. But this man kept saying that he was dropping an album and that he didn't want my baby announcement to interfere with his album and whatnot. And I was trying to be supportive and was cool and went along with this like an idiot and missed out on a lot of missed out on trying to support this man while you had this girl hidden in an Airbnb while I'm sitting at home pregnant alone thinking, you know what, I'm not going to say shit, trying to be supportive. I don't want to seem like I'm nagging or harassing, right? So I'm like, what the f is going on? I don't know who this bag belongs to. He's like, it's just a model. I have some models in the house right now because I knew that we were about to move out anyway and get a house because apartment, that's all it was. Obviously I'm not a dumb bitch. I know that you're doing some weird suspect up. So I go back to LA and he's still coming, still me, just this motherfucker last week actually, swearing that you're in love with me and that we're working on a family, we're getting a house in Atlanta next month, right? And this shit, I shouldn't be in LA anymore, we're gonna be a family. Brandy, right? You don't talk to Brandy. That's what you said to me 2 days ago. Fuck that. She ain't shit. She was just a you were f***ing because I wasn't talking to you and you were lonely and bored. That's what it is, right? That's what you just said 48 hours ago about this. Anyway, back to Brandy and her trifling and her lying bullshit. And don't get me wrong, we're holding my baby daddy accountable. Yeah, I'm big mad. I'm big mad because this motherfucker want to lie, and there's no need to lie. I've never chased you. Never chased after you. You are the one that be lying, leading people on. Anyone that has a kid would understand. Like, you want to do the best for your family and try to keep your family together. And when it feels like that your son's father is really trying, you want to give them a chance to try. You do. So that's why I've still been around. I love this motherfucker. Of course I do. He's my son's father. So that's why I've still been around listening to his bullshit, really believing the hype, and I shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be. I could do way better, you're right. So anyway, comes around, I click on this girl's page, I see he's posting this bitch posting all these pictures in our apartment. All these pictures in our apartment, doing little photo shoots in there and shit. Sitting on his lap in my chair that I still haven't come to collect and shit. Letting her wear his jewelry and shit. So I confront him about it right there on the spot. What the is this? Oh, those pictures, you've been doing it while I was pregnant. This man didn't even come to see his son be born. He went to Philly to play the PlayStation with little Uzi. He thought that was more important than seeing his son be born. And I had a scheduled C-section, by the way, because my son was so big that they were like, you can't have a natural birth. I'm not still with him, in case you're wondering. No, I'm not still with him. Who misses their first son being born? It's COVID. He's the only person you can only pick one person during COVID when you're having a baby to be on your like approved list. Of course, I picked my son's father to come and be there, but he was busy apparently. Imagine spending time playing PlayStation with your friend instead of seeing your first son be born. Make that make sense. And then as soon as I got pregnant, it was kind of like this motherfucker thought that he just had me forever, almost. Like during our relationship before my pregnancy, he was really great. I really loved this man, and I think that I held on to it, even though he was treating me like shit during the pregnancy and after. I really romanticized the way our relationship used to be, and held onto that like good part of him, hoping that he could be that way again, and hanging on to his every word and his promises about how he was going to be that person again and be that man that I needed him to be for our family. Come sign your son's birth certificate, please. I've asked you so many times, your firstborn son, could you please come and sign your son's birth certificate? I would love that. Would love it. Shit, so whack. Of course I still love this motherfucker. This motherfucker was still fucking me up until 5 days ago, saying he was in love with me. I have a baby with him. That's why I'm so pissed the off about how deep this whole thing goes. So lame. And y'all all aren't shit. All of you aren't shit. You and your motherfucking friends and this bitch. Suck a dick and die. That's it. Merry Christmas.